Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the weekly reset for week number 9 of Dragonflight Season 3. There's not too much to talk about today, so I'm going to kick things off and we're going to open the vaults, starting with the Paladin. Alright, before we open the vaults, we're going to pick up the weekly. I'm not going to bother with it today. It's only a normal raid cache with, I believe it's Wrath of the Lich King time walk-ins. I guess it really depends what I get in my vault. I mean, I'm going to do it at some point, but I'm not going to bother this morning. Right, so we've done a bit more on the Paladin this week. I still haven't crafted a second item. I think I need to do the ring, actually. Kind of forgot that. And I kind of goofed before because I took myth legs and I really want the embellishment ones. I think it's, is it the Frostfire leggings? I think it's the Frostfire leggings, and then I think maybe a patch to go with it. But instead, because I already had the Frostfire belt, I decided to go and do that. I was eventually going to go and do the legs, and well, I couldn't say no to a myth piece. So, but yeah, at some point I'll get it done. Score is irrelevant. I'm not really pushing on this guy. I'm literally just filling the vaults. I don't think we actually got anything last week in terms of gear. Gonna make sure we are... Oh, good job I checked. Rep, because I think... Did we clear? Oh, we did actually. You know what? We cleared all of Heroic. Well, not all of Heroic, but enough to get the slots. And I managed to get a Heroic Farak, so fingers crossed. It's actually quite annoying that I get it in the vault because it's an easy boss to take down. It's only halfway through the raid, so... But it is heroic pips, and I'm probably going to take it, looking at everything else. Yeah, we don't want mastery. Oh, the myth ring, though. Oh, myth chest as well. This is actually a pretty decent vault because it's got a few items that I actually want to pick up, so it's quite annoying. Well, I guess it's time to sim. See, there are multiple chests that I could get from Mythic Plus, but rings are very hard to come by, at least for me. So although I'm thinking get the chest and then I'd have more stamina and main stat along with a bit more haste and verse, I think I'm gonna take the ring. As it stands, looking at sub creation, it looks like the majority go with this ring. The higher you go, obviously getting into those 25, 6 and 7s and above, you're gonna want more verse, which is why I think this is one of the best rings. Plus it comes with a little bit of haste. And I mean, although it's higher on verse, you still get a butt ton of haste. This is probably one of the harder choices I've had so far this season. Like, turning down a myth chest is awful. And the pips that I want to upgrade, just the same. I think I'm going to have to go with the ring. I think I'm going to have to do it. Because rings on all of my characters have been very, very hard to come by. And I've got 2 of them in one vault. I'm going to take the ring, and I'm going to get more choices next week. Oh, this is going to hurt. I'm going to take this risk. It's all about a gamble sometimes. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. I got the achievement as well. What? Outgrown worm crests? Wow. Hope no one saw that. Oh, God, these bags are awful. I do apologize. I'm not sure which one. I've got to upgrade my ring and then go through it again. As it stands, I should get rid of the crafting one and replace that right now. But I think once it's upgraded, that might actually work out better because it's more verse. I think this one's higher haste. And I think the way I'm going, 34%, it might actually be beneficial to drop some. I've only got 21 verse. I mean, all my stats are in a really good spot, but I'm going to leave that for now. With this equip though, if I was to do that, it takes us up like 2 item levels, man. That's pretty huge. It's been a good week, a really good week. And well, double time, trinkets, it's always going to be the main thing I want. Not going to mess around. I think I'm just going to jump straight into it. Havoc. Again, we cleared the raid on Heroic. I think we cleared all of it. Could be like Augury, Heroic, Pips. It could be so many items from here, but double time. Maybe even the trinket from Throne of the Tides actually as well. You are not the trinket I am looking for. Myth shoulders, already got myth shoulders. Ring could be another one, I think, because of the crit, maybe. Myth over champion, but I'm dropping mastery for haste. Might not be the end of the world. And, well, I'm not going to take any of this. What is this? Head, shoulders, chest, no toes. Okay. So again, we venture over and we do the sims. It actually says the trinket is an increase in damage. What is this? I really don't feel good about taking that. I'm going to be honest. Here's my thinking. Although this trinket might be good to begin with, and I might have it for a couple of weeks, it's not something that I'm going to keep, right? And I'm not really in a rush. So what I'm thinking, I could get this, I could put a gem in it, I could enchant it, and it would be a slight upgrade once maxed out until I get another one. Not only that, but haste helps me in the raid, so that's another plus, and we do the raid with the community each week. So on top of that, if I play Vengeance, this is probably without a doubt the best ring that you can get. I really don't like if this applied to like an AoE and not to the attacker, because this reads out to me like every 20 seconds. Whoever I take damage from is going to get some damage dealt back to them, which, I mean, is what, fire damage? Choking flames the attacker. So a bit of passive damage every 20 seconds. I will be dropping, what, main stat from both, I believe. Yeah, I won't be dropping the ashes. It will be the pips that I drop, so Mimi's really not going to like this. That might also be another reason to take it and use it, actually, but... I mean, the verse is quite appealing because we're getting into those keys. Versus is becoming desirable, I guess. But I think in the long run, I think the ring makes the most sense. I've struggled with rings for so long. It's finally time to pick some up on both characters. That's weird. This week's affixes is Fortified, Storming, and Bursting. So, Bumble's right. Bumble can take care of it. Storming's storming, you know. We don't have any casters in our team, so Storming really doesn't affect us at all. So I'm pretty happy about that. Definitely a push week. Definitely a push week. And I think we've got a couple of nasty weeks ahead. So yeah. Well, I wanted this video to be short today so I could crack on with the Warlock stuff, but I've had to do a lot of simming and a lot of thinking because that one was pretty tough. All right, well, last reset. Or before we get into that, I guess, a little bit of an ADHD update. So each week or whenever there's an update, I like to update you guys on what's going on. The only thing that's changed really is because of the shortage, I'm meant to be on 70 milligrams of Elvance, and well, they haven't been available for quite a while. But last week, I was actually able to get some 70s. So for the last maybe week, 10 days, I can't remember now, I've actually been on 70s, and productivity is just... whoosh, it's gone through the roof. Like, I've been on it. My brain's been wired and it's non-stop. I don't know what it is. Like, 60s are great, don't get me wrong, but 70s, like that extra 10 just does so much more. Aside from that, last week we continued and we did some more 26s. So now there's a Taldazar and Blackrook Hold. I believe both weeks I've got 26s. Last night on stream, we tried doing a 27 to Taldazar. It went really well. Even the last boss, Tyrannical Yasma, is no joke, by the way. But yeah, unfortunately, with a minute to go, it looked good, it looked doable, and I trod on a spider. I think if I stayed alive, and I think another member went down like very shortly after as well, I think we would have timed it. I think it's very doable, actually. I think for the team, I need to make some improvements, and I will do. I actually think we could do like maybe up to 28s this season. A lot of practice, a lot of focus. There's some places where we haven't actually been to a lot. I think Throne of the Tides is one we've like barely been to as a team. Rise, we actually tried on a 26. It didn't go so well. We went back on a 25 and it went a lot better. There's still a lot of mistakes. There was some, I think, positioning. I don't know. I'm not happy with my performance. I'm not happy with my damage. I've got a lot of research to do, but looking back at the VOD and just thinking about what happened during the encounters, Sanguine, of course, didn't make it easier, but I should have been able to play around it, and I just got some stuff to work on and improve on. Apart from that, obviously, like filling the vaults on both characters for the first time in a little while. Haven't really had the time. Not much has changed. That's pretty much everything. But we did join a wonderful streaming community that goes by the name of Dungeon Dojo. Now, you guys know that I love helping players. We very often take new or inexperienced players through Mythic Plus and through the raids. And that's something we've been doing for a while now. It's something that I'm going to continue to do, but it's also something that the dojo does very well and on a weekly basis. So they have their raid on a Friday where they help out those that don't have a guild to play with or those maybe less experienced and whatnot. And I've made myself available if they need me. I think I was there a couple of weeks ago. I helped out. It was a great experience. It was nice hearing what some of the guys had to say, and they were so thankful, and it just feels great to help out. I got some other things lined up and planned, some things that I'm thinking about as well, because I really want to do well this year, so I'm looking at all of the content that's doing well on YouTube, all of the content that's not doing so well. I'm also looking at the stream days. We changed the schedule going into this year, so we added the additional push day with the team on a Sunday. I'm going to look at the numbers. I'm going to see what's working, what's maybe not working so much, and I think I'm going to continue to make some changes there as well. So nothing obviously set in stone. Anything can happen at this point, but yeah, I'm just looking at the numbers and I just want what's best for me and what benefits you guys the most. The only other thing I've got planned this week is to record the Warlock stuff, so I'm going to get this video out. I'm going to get cracking on the Warlock stuff because it's already getting pretty late now. I'm getting a little bit behind. Episode 4 will be out this Friday, and episode 5, well, I'm going to be working on that today, so we should have that next Friday as well. The last thing I just wanted to mention that there will be a giveaway at the end of the month. I haven't fully announced it yet. I'm still figuring out everything. I think I'm going to run it on Gleam, so it's going to help out the channels. You can earn extra points for the giveaway, but it's not going to be anything you have to pay for. Everything's going to be absolutely free. So you'll be able to earn points, for example, I think subscribing to YouTube, being a follower on Twitch, and then follow me over on Twitter or X or Elon. The plan was to give away an epic edition of the War Within, but of course, if the winner already has that, I think I'm going to have some form of backup lined up as well. I don't know, maybe a mount bundle or something. I still don't have everything worked out, so yeah, I'll announce that next Wednesday. And lastly, I just wanted to end by saying a massive thank you to all of my Patreons. You guys are amazing. I will be tweaking the perks in the next few weeks, so you'll get some additions, some things changed slightly, and I'll also be updating you guys on the PC because I've taken pictures, but I haven't actually done anything with it yet. I'm sorry. All right, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I hope you got better loot than I did in the vault, but that's me done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.